Good day and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Playing the Euro truck. We're going to be delivering the medical equipment, that kind of stuff. So we are going to get right to it. Got a long delivery to start. So please like, share, and follow. Super appreciated if you did. Pin that. Get our poll up. And we will make sure everything sounds okay. That works. Great scene. There's my custom trailer. I think it kind of worked. I don't know. Maybe pushing my custom trailer. Oh. And everything is lined up. There we go. Into the game. Switch back to first person. Just turn on our radio. What's up, Brett? Hello from the hot tub. An echo. There might have been an echo for a second. When I was testing my sound there. Is it gone? There's the cheers to the algorithm. I don't see my mic jumping. Hopefully the echo is gone. You hear an echo, 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 echo. Sorry. That's not really funny when you're testing an echo, is it? All right. But let me know if there is an echo still, because you know the chat's a little bit behind sometimes from when you type it to when I read it. So hopefully you were just referring to when I was testing my sound. But we got this medical equipment delivery. We're doctor delivery today. Nice to meet you. I should wear a little fake mustache, eh? All's good? Okay, that's good. Thank goodness, man. Anyway, our truck business is doing pretty good. I make money really fast now. We got the algorithm song playing, so maybe that'll bring us luck and good times. I feel like I have no power, man. Weird, my thingamabobber was working just a second ago. I just got to turn on my little thing. I noticed that the controller driver thing was turned off. Where it is though. There it is. Okay. And go back. Hopefully that helps. Get them quick back maybe for a second. I don't know if that would help. Gonna be no screen for just a second. Restarting the game. There we go. See what it looks like from the beginning. Pretty interesting, eh? Euro Truck Simulator 2. We'll continue. We're level 47. There's some advertisements. The Heart of Russia is the next DLC coming for this one, I guess. Not out yet, is it? But if it is, I'm gonna have to get it soon. Then we will still drive because we got the job already. There, my wheel looks better. So I guess that driver was just turned off or something. I was noticing the response wasn't quite as good. Now that we got response, no stopping us. There's nobody over there. Got the double trailer. This is my own trailer. I have 2 trailers now, both refrigerated. All right. We'll see if we can get this stuff to the doctors, because where they need it, the medical equipment goes. There we go. Nice, nice. The controls are way better now. I don't know how that program got turned off. That was weird. Maybe I accidentally clicked it off or something. Lots of medical equipment for all the doctors. Alright. Go left. Am I in sight? Good. Out of sight, man. They're going before that bus catches us. Alright, we're in the right side of the road. I'll do a quick adjustment so that, you know, I have good seating. There we go. That's pretty smooth, wasn't it? Alright. Going up to 80. Good for sleep, not bad for gas. I think we can make it. Thank you for liking, Brett. Much appreciated. And welcome everybody who is here today to join me for some trucking. Oh, geez. Almost hit the wall there, eh? That would have sucked. I deliver a lot of medical equipment because of the double refrigerators. Name this truck Perry. Perry the trailer. Perry the refrigerator trailer. No? Oh crap. Bumped into somebody, didn't even see them. Worlds to not jump into video games. You got sucked into a video game a la Tron. You probably don't want to be on the road the same time I am. Because I kind of bump the traffic sometimes, you know, and then I get a $400 ticket. And it's just the cost of doing business, really. So, there's that. I don't try to. I mean, you know, I try my best to avoid them. There's some people that just drive through everybody. And that's not me. I am trying to be careful, but just can't see. You know, and my steering wheel wants to go all over the place, it seems. One day, you know, maybe with some of them taxes that come back or something, and there's a good sale, you know, that World's line, maybe I might look at getting a wheel. Like a different wheel. This wheel's good though. I mean, I enjoy it. But you know, maybe I might be more accurate with a different wheel. I don't know. I think it's just me, to be honest. Probably one wheel is the same as the other. Although I wouldn't mind still, you know, if Logitech wanted to swing me a wheel over there, exclamation. Amazon, I think, is the command for my wish list. Maybe exclamation wish list. I don't remember. Exclamation mark gives you the whole list. And Logitech rep, you can flip that in there. You can just buy the biggest Logitech wheel ever. I don't know. Biggest Logitech wheel ever's in there. I think I put 2 of them on there. But anyway, imagine that actually happened. Kind of funny. I've seen that happen with a computer rep before, though. You know, like if you're a big company. Hey, Ben, you have bad news. Oh no. I'm bracing, Ben. Was the bad news that I've been sick and you haven't wished me to get better? Because I was sick for a couple days. I still am actually, but I'm getting much better each day. Thank you for sharing and liking. Surely you're here to get better soon, man. You know, when Ben comes in here and says he has some bad news. Oh, you have to make a new Twitch channel? Why'd you have to make a new Twitch channel? Oh, well, thank you, Ben. That's very, very appreciated. I had some sort of infection, man, and throat infection. Had to get antibiotics. Kind of taste, or not tasted, but when you're swallowing, like swallowing glass, kind of hurt. Got blocked out of your last one. You weren't banned, right? You know, because if you're banned and you make a new account, that's circumventing, and you can get in real trouble for that. Just start streaming on Facebook, man. The games you play, tell ya, man, the Facebook crowd. You know, well, so many people on Facebook that surely there's some people that enjoy the games you play. Oh, an old phone number, that sucks. Falcon actually said he's gonna be streaming. He's changing over to Facebook as much as possible. I don't know if he's still going that direction. But I know there's been a lot of people switching over to Facebook, Ben. Jared, he's a big name you probably are familiar with. He's going to Facebook from Twitch. Removed his or no, I think he reverted his partnership. He asked for his partnership to be removed. So Facebook's the place to be again for some reason. People are mad at Twitch for some reason right now. Although, you know, people jump back and forth all the time between platforms, you know. Those streamers are. They like doing that. Well, get yourself a PC, Ben. You know what you can do in the meantime? I'll tell you. You know what the two most popular games on Facebook are? They're phone games. Play on your phone, Ben, and you'd be playing one of the most popular games ever. Because you know why? A large percentage of Facebook people who watch Facebook are viewing from their phones, and that's what they enjoy watching sometimes too, you know. So, you know, not having a PC is not actually the end of the world. I mean, if somebody wants to get into streaming on Facebook, they can do it from their phone. And Ben, you're communicating with me somehow right now. I suspect, since you've eliminated the PC, it's via a phone. You know, you could be playing the League of Legends, you could be playing the PUBG Mobile, the COD Mobile, or some other mobile game that you enjoy. And then you could start building up. And then eventually You know, you could buy your PC. I think actually the top 3 games are PC or mobile. Actually, to be honest, in the top 10, there's like 6 of them that are mobile. You know, I just, you know, there's people. That's all they do is they play mobile games. That's it. And you know, they have a huge audience who enjoys the mobile games. Obviously, you know, there's people that enjoy Truck Simulator here. As you can see, there's a number of people watching me right now. But you know, it depends. You got to play what you enjoy, of course. But I'm telling you, Ben, you can do it. I have faith in you. Be the premium mobile streamer. You could be Ben, a mobile hot tub streamer or something. That'd be pretty cool. I think. Ben's a bouncer, you know, so he can do the hot tub streams. Ben will say, I don't have a hot tub, but you know, you just have to get a kid's pool. And you can go, you don't even have to take off your shirt. You just wear your full clothes in your kid's pool. And that'd be pretty cool, because that'd be a unique angle to the hot tub movement that's going on right now in the streaming world. I think Ben's phone probably died. You know, Ben, you do mobile streaming, probably charge your phone first, you know, or maybe keep it plugged in while you stream. That or the light bulb's going off in Ben's head. He's ready to get to work. Anyway, guys, I'm transporting medical equipment. In case you're wondering why I'm doctor delivery. No, I specialize in medical delivery here because, you know, I got the double refrigerated trailer now. So if I'm not transporting medical equipment or vaccines, then I got yogurt. You know what yogurt is? It's a culture. There you go. Plus it's yummy too. I mean, who doesn't like yogurt? Yogurt all day probably if you wanted to. You'd have a good time doing it. Have a favorite yogurt. Favorite yogurt flavor one of these days, eh? Yogurt. Anyway, you guys don't know what a Slurpee or slushy is. Like that, you know, where it's like blended ice kind of deal with a pop flavor usually. Get it at 7-Eleven. I assume that's something. 7-Elevens aren't necessarily worldwide, but I assume that there's ice drinks like that worldwide. They just might be called different names. So whatever the name is for you, you know, if you like any of those flavors, pick one. If you don't like any of those flavors, pick one anyway, and then just tell me what your real favorite flavor is. Because, you know, we got to know what to try. I like the root beer one a lot. You know? Root beer. 7-Up one's good too. Those aren't on the list because I only have four choices. But the root beer one A lot of the gas stations and stuff that have those kind of drinks, they don't like root beer because it's harder to clean, I guess. And I also found out, talking to one, is like, the reason you don't see diet ones is because they don't, or you don't see diet ones very often, is because they don't really hold well, I guess. You know, like they kind of don't freeze the same, I guess, the diet syrups. So that's my my knowledge that I earned from a gas station attendant who seemed knowledgeable on the subject. I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, he might have just given me a line of duty just to tell me something, you know. Sometimes people do that, but it could be true. I don't know. You don't see a lot of diet Slurpees, that's for sure. Man, if they had like 0-calorie Slurpees, I'd be all over that. Amir, thank you for following. Much appreciated. So, you know, we're gonna have to turn left with this medical equipment we're delivering. Quick here. But we're gonna turn right, turn left. The loop we gotta make. We're willing to make it. Hey, why isn't the radio playing? Oh, you know what? I forgot to, when I restarted to make sure everything was working, I forgot to turn that radio back on. I'll play you some music here, guys. The algorithm music to start with. You know, everybody loves the algorithm on Facebook. I don't know, it's just a song name. And I should really stop before I switch screens. Kind of zaps you back in there, and who knows what you're pointing at, eh? Anyway, we've got a big driver fleet, if you're wondering why my money's rolling up. Hi, Javier, how are you? Is it Javier or Javier? Javier? Like, I could say it every wrong way, and I probably didn't get it right on any of them. Roman. I always have trouble with the J names because there's lots of different ways in the world to pronounce them. You know, depending on, you know, where you are. Thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Yes. What's your favorite Slurpee? Do you have a favorite Slurpee? Favorite flavor? Axming has a favorite Slurpee, probably. For liking Axming. Gotta get back up to speed. Axming's here for the music. Coke, is it your favorite? I think that one's gonna really do well, to be honest, but it was really close. In my Discord, I posted yesterday's poll, and I thought it was gonna be FedEx running away with it, and then it was UPS actually. I think that won. Yes, indeed. Indeedy. I was uploading videos, Axming, and I thought of you. Or not uploading, downloading videos like some of my old VODs to retain them. And the reason was because I downloaded the Minecraft one. DTV YouTube. Full swamp water and good every once in a while too. Cool. Cool, man. You know when I get, you know, like a Slurpee the most often, to be honest, is when I go to like Rib Fest. You know how they have like traveling rib cook-offs, you know, for those that you aren't familiar with that term. Because it's screaming hot where I live, you know, like 40 degrees usually at that time. I go buy a giant Slurpee before I go there because the drinks are $8 each. Snack a lot. Thank you for sharing and liking. Much appreciated. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. Alright. We're getting places though. We're delivering the medical equipment. That's why I'm called Doctor Delivery. Today, you know, that's not my normal name or anything. Go a lot more schooling or get an honorary graduate degree to get a doctorate, I'm afraid. I got a bachelor's degree, Bachelor of Science degree. Computer science and drama. How's that for a combo? Oh, I was driving in the edge. Probably not a driving degree. But we're getting places. Axming is the Minecraft aficionado. He knows how to build everything. Are there any new updates in that yet? When's that cave thing coming out? Alright, you guys. 790 kilometers to go. We need gas up probably when we do find our rest stop eventually. Still good for a while for rest stops though. Roman. I like saying Roman. Not sure if I'll make it to the stream this week. Too much, but you will try and maybe late. Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. I might, you know, have to adapt a bit, you know, with the lack of strong defense, but hopefully we'll be okay. And when you arrive, then we'll start winning. Maybe we'll start winning before that. I don't know. They are releasing part of the cave update in the summer. They extended the rest of it, not released at the end of the year. Oh, okay. There you go. Have you been playing Minecraft Dungeons at all? Or is that game done for you? Because there's probably DLC for that one out now. It's gotta be. I think that one kind of rose and died really fast though for most people. Small bit? Oh, okay. Diablo 2 is remastered, is released recently. It's kind of like a good version of Minecraft Dungeons, to be honest, because I mean Diablo is the big one in that genre. Never did play the Minecraft Telltale adventure. No, I wonder if they ever re-released it. They keep releasing DLCs, but it's just a real grind, no real content. Oh, okay. They're just trying to make a little bit of money off people that'll buy it or whatever. Or I guess, was DLC free in that one, or did you have to get a season pass or something? I can't remember. I think there was some sort of extra edition, right? Mini games are pretty big. Oh, okay. Look at all the power lines on the right. Holy. All right. Oh, you have to keep paying? Oh, really? Because I had there was an edition that was slightly more expensive. And I had that edition. But I don't know if it gave you a whole lot of extra stuff. Maybe some, it's called the Heroes Pack or something, I think. we doing for sleep? We can still make it. Yod, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Always nice to see Yod's name pop up. Apex Master. I think they came out with 3 more DLCs to pay for. Oh really? Wow. They really worked on it, but it's just grinding content, eh? Did you ever look at that game, Outriders, I think it's called? That looked like a game that's interesting to you? It's like one of those looter shooters, you know? I never, it looks like an interesting game. Kind of like a cross between a few different games, but never tried it yet. Been busy on this one. In the Game Pass, like you get to pick one of the few main classes, and then you go around and you shoot stuff. That covers a lot of games, I guess, but you know, it's like you gotta build your character up and you get better guns and armor and powers, kind of thing. You can pick what tree branches you pick, kind of thing. Kind of like a little bit of Gears of War, a little bit of Destiny, that kind of stuff. You may have tried it. There you go, eh? That bus is passing us. Crossing a border, it looks like. Open borders in some areas, but then it's closed borders in others. There's some good games that got added to Game Pass recently. BRB. Alright. Alright, here we go. We are cruising, but we're gonna need to find a gas station and a rest stop. Slash rest stop. Eventually, soonish, maybe-ish. 500 meter, there's something. Probably. Yeah, I wonder if we can push it for one more. Your guy's not yawning yet. If I can get it under 10 hours, you know, that would be better. Like 10 hours and 22. Mind you, there might be a ferry in there, but I can't remember. Remember the route. Take our chances. We'll probably have to put up with yawning for a bit. Whoa. Oh. There's a police car. Alright. Gotta optimize our use of the vehicle. Stop as few times as we can, right? Nice day driving too. That's the only thing about sleeping. I'll wind up driving at night, and we won't be able to see the fine blue sky, the bird or whatever the heck that is up there. Gotta go to the right. If you haven't followed yet, it'd be good to follow if you can. That'd be appreciated. If you want to be notified or like alerted when I go live, exclamation notify in the chat. And of course, if you want to help out, hitting like, thumbs up. Be great. If you want to share to a friend or something, feel free to tag your friend or share to your feed. No, that way your family could hang out, family and friends. Tour Europe together with us while we deliver medical products with our double refrigerated truck. The hockey player on the side. I mean, what's more appropriate for a truck with a hockey player on the side to deliver than frozen or chilled goods? Okay? That's like, you know, the brain exploding meme right there, you know? I think ahead. I get the chilled vibe because I got a hockey player. Say la boo, you know? The going too fast though. We gotta be careful because Emily just earned us 25 grand and we don't want to burn NPC Emily's money up by getting giant tickets. Alright. The guy is yawning though, so next gas station I gotta stop and gas up. Get myself a Slurpee from the gas station, and of course use their washroom and sleep. No, that's what you do in the gas station, or sometimes you do, I guess. I don't know how it is right now, and probably most gas stations don't want you to use their bathroom. But here we found one, and fortunately for us, our bed just turned red, so it doesn't look like we'll be getting a ticket. So let's pull in with grace and elegance. Watch out for the caribou. Okay, we'll be careful. No caribou hitting. I almost hit a deer once though in real life. Not very often. This one time it was really close. I swerved. You're not actually supposed to swerve away from deer. You know, because you know you actually can cause more of an issue. You know, like you're swerving around, you can go right into opposite traffic, that kind of thing. But I swerved and avoided them. I was lucky. That would have sucked. Right here's a perfect spot to rest. There we go, William. Now we got to do the night drive. Got the double trailers delivering the medical equipment. But so what kind of medical equipment? I'm not really sure. I didn't look. Loaded it up in boxes. And we will bring it where it needs to go. We have steel bumper guards. We just hit them. Wild hogs. Oh really? Yeah, I was in my little car. I had a coupe at the time, so I didn't want to hit it. I was driving a Saturn coupe, so that would have shattered the plastic. That car was like lots of plastic. All of the hoods are metal, I think. Don't have that car anymore, unfortunately. I did upgrade to a Saturn View. I like Saturns. Glad the GM sold off that property. They're a nice car. Get to go to little Saturn picnics every year. Everybody, they left the picnic, they all did a Saturn parade. Everybody like drove around town in a line with all their Saturn, honking their horns, waving at people. What Saturn did. Like a free barbecue party. Although I bought oil for life for my Saturn, that dealer did continue to let me use the oil for life once they changed to a different dealer, but because you know it was a deal with the local dealer. But you know, after a while they said you've had enough oil for life, and then that was it. It was not oil for life anymore. Arvin, thank you for following. And you know what would have happened if they would have let me continue with oil for life? I would have kept going, get my car worked on there, you know, not just the oil but other stuff. And I probably would have bought my next car there, but you know, they didn't really look at it, think ahead, I don't think. They just thought, well, it's costing us, you know, $30 or whatever in supplies every time. But, you know, you don't have to be a forward thinker, own a garage, I guess. I don't know. Some of them are forward thinkers and some aren't. Because they blew a loyal customer, man. I was multiple cars in with them. You know, more than one Saturn over my lifetime. You know, trade in, got a new one. And you know, when I buy something called oil for life, I expect it to be, you know, at least as long as I have the car. Although I suppose, you know, it would have been more understandable if they would have discontinued it when they changed the dealer name, but I still wouldn't have been particularly impressed. But, you know, how it goes. I'll get a different car next time. No choice on Saturn anyway. It would have had to be what their new ones was, but there's probably a good chance I would have got one of their new ones from there. You know, sometimes you take a loss leader, a common business term in stores and stuff. So that oil change is a loss leader for them, but you know, then I get my other stuff done. And then it eventually leads to a car purchase, and then still more maintenance. Years and years and years of maintenance. There you go, you guys. Somebody tells you got oil for life, don't believe them. Power Play, thank you for liking, much appreciated. Alright. So here we are, guys. We're delivering the medical vaccines. Doctor delivery today. I try to get the medical stuff as much as I can because that stuff pays mucho dollars, man. Lots and lots of dollars. Not that I necessarily need lots of dollars, but you know. You think Jeff Bezos is stopping? Huh? Maybe someday. think the Zuck has that thing, you know, he's saying, oh, I had enough money. Oh, you can always use more, right? So, you know. I don't know the other millionaires. Mark Cuban. There we go. Sun's in her eyes, eh? Okay, we're flying though. We got 355 kilometers to go. But we will be turning in the medical equipment to where it needs to be. Then they'll be hooking it up. Maybe it's like something important, you know. We gotta get there on time. Gotta get it there on time without getting much speeding tickets. Or accident tickets. Don't like those either. They damage the car on top of it. We got a ferry to catch here. I dragged the rail. Crap. Drag it. Can't force it. Oh, I forced it. Darn rails. Hey Sean, how are you today? Hope you didn't see me dragging the rail there. Accidentally turned just a little bit early there. Alright. Hey Joshua, how are you? We've got a ferry to catch. We're going to be delivering the medical gear. Pretty short ferry, probably. What to eat dinner? What are you having? Anything good? I had a bagel belt this morning. Except they left off the lettuce and tomato again. Like, what the crap? This one Tim Hortons always leaves off the lettuce and tomato. I don't think they know what a bagel belt is. Pepperoni pizza from Domino's. That sounds pretty good. No, you go. You order a bagel belt. You'd think. COVID cases going down in Canada. It's not doing great. Because like Alberta's spiking pretty hard and BC's up there and Ontario is spiking hard, and then I think there was one other province that was up there too. The rest are kind of so-so, but okay, we gotta go to Christiansand. There is vaccines, yes. However, that stuff just takes a little bit of time, you know? And Canada doesn't manufacture vaccines, so we're kind of at the mercy of other countries. There's been a couple delays where, you know, Europe and States have, you know, had batches go wrong or something like that, and then there's 2 weeks of no vaccines, that kind of thing. I'm on like 10 lists to hopefully get a vaccine, but I'll wait my turn. Oh crap. Caught the rail again. How to get around that. And they're also distributing kind of where it's hitting the hardest first, kind of thing. So, you know, like BC is not getting as many as, you know, Ontario, I don't think. And then I think that it's you know, it's going based on how many cases. So, you know, where the lists are a bit longer, especially where I live, because the interior is not quite as bad as the lower mainland, which is the coast. We live in Trinidad and Tobago, and only 5% of the population is getting vaccines. Yeah, that doesn't sound very good. They need to hopefully give you guys some more, eh? But yeah, no, it's very slow here. You know, they're doing by age, and they just opened it up a little bit more recently, but you have the lowest case in the world, yeah. Well, that's a good thing, I guess, eh? And of course, I don't know if you guys manufacture them there, but you know, then these places might put you lower on the list because, you know, sometimes they distribute by where the higher cases are. You know, and ultimately India right now really needs it. You know, they're getting hit really hard. So hopefully they get them some more vaccines over there, certainly. But tricky, you know, these companies can only do so much, right? But, you know, I have relatives that got it, and doesn't sound like a picnic, that's for sure. You know, and it'll, depending on how old you are, it hits you harder too. So hopefully we'll just take care of it as quick as possible for everybody. Yeah, that's pretty good numbers there. In Alberta, the province next to me, where I was saying they're getting hit really hard, they have 2,000 cases a day being added. So I think that's what the number I was seeing, that they're it's just out of control over there. Either that or it's 2,000 something anyway. Don't believe me. I'm on the big screen. Nice. I'm delivering medical stuff, so I'm the doctor delivery today. Yeah, don't take my numbers for gospel or anything. You know, if you want to really know the cases, just look. You know, Google Alberta cases, something like that. But it's 2,000 is a big number for the size of their province. I thought it was per day. Hope I'm feeling better. I'm improving day by day. I didn't have COVID or anything, just to be clear. Just some other thing. Problem is people not listening. We're in lockdown, but with not so hard. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think, you know, if people listen, in all these different places, man. They'd have that stupid thing licked long ago. But, you know, people just, you know, just can't help themselves for some reason. You know, there's always that guy in the store wearing his mask like that. They don't believe it until they get it. Some of them don't believe it even when they get it. Some people, you know, they're like piling in there and big crowds, and they're not being responsible. So hopefully a lot of them are getting vaccinated or doing something to help keep it down, at least, you know, keeping their distance and maybe wearing a mask or something. Every small thing probably helps. All right, here we're delivering. 147 kilometers to go. Taking it. Hey. All right. Clyde, thank you for sharing. Much appreciated. Hassan, thank you for sharing earlier as well. All right. Where are we going? Well, it's not earlier, but you guys kind of shared at the same time, but very close. Oh my, I'm doing a little better today. Slowly improving. You know, a couple more sleeps. I'm sure I'll be right as rain. How do people actually get it? Because I've been in a lot of public places like bus station, taxi cab, work. It's kind of confusing. I think it's just, you gotta just get around the right person at the right time, you know? Because it's not contact so much, it's more moisture particles. You know, so if the right person coughs or sneezes or something, you know, then you breathe it in, then you get it, right? That's why they say the masks help a little bit, because they, you know, reduce the amount of particles you're taking in from bigger particles. But I mean, you can be careful. People don't wash their hands, it's true, yeah. People do that, but the surface contact stuff isn't as bad. I mean, you know, it's bad. I mean, you can get it from that, but you know, it's more often people being in groups or whatever. A relative of mine, I was just talking to him today, he was saying that he got it just recently. You know, he's full bore right now, and he got it because one of his roommates is a teacher kind of deal, and they brought it home. So somebody came into contact with somebody there. Lots of people, usually in schools. And the one roommate got everybody in their house infected. And the person was very careful. A relative of mine was very careful. I assume that the other ones were as careful as they could be, but you know, in Alberta, they weren't closing schools like a lot of places do when a pandemic surge happens in the area. So unfortunately, they probably kept the schools open a little bit too long there during a big surge. Got some of the teachers infected, you know. So it's mostly group related, you know, if you're got somebody that, you know, they're going to a big group partying or something. Somebody gets it, gives it to them, then they give it to somebody else. Monroe, thank you for following, much appreciated. You don't know, but COVID will be fully controlled within 5 years. Well, hopefully they get it. Hopefully they get it before the next one starts. Because, you know, the worst part is that probably everybody will just forget about everything when they do get this under control. And then, you know, they won't be ready for the next time something like that happens. Because there's been one every few years that getting worse and worse, these things, you know. Gary, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing okay. I'm improving from each day. Probably talking a little bit more, I think, and stuff. I had a bagel belt today, and they forgot the lettuce and tomatoes, and I was displeased because, you know, I don't know why I keep ordering bagel belts from there. That's not the first time. Like, do you actually have to write to include lettuce and tomato on something that's called a bagel belt? No? No, bagel belt. B-E-L-T. Bacon, egg, lettuce, tomato. I mean, how many of those gotta get ordered there a day, you know? Not bagel belt. Alright, so we are going to be turning. We're delivering medical goods, by the way, medical equipment. You'd be so disappointed. Well, it's not very fun once you get it, you know, you're expecting something that you ordered and different. That's the problem with all these delivery things, you know, you got it too late. It's not like they're gonna bring you another one, they're just gonna give you credit. You're not sure if you had it before, had mild symptoms like cough and high fever. I mean, those are some of the symptoms. Gotta charge your phone? Okay. Macaroni salad. Good, I like macaroni salad. The, I don't know, I think it lingers a little longer than that, though. But everybody reacts a little different, too, right? And that's what's confusing. You know, some people wind up in the hospital on death's door, and then other people just, you know, don't even notice they got it. So kind of depends, I guess. There goes the sign. Yep, there goes the sign. Yeah, some people don't show symptoms. And it's not necessarily related. Like, a lot of times it's, you know, if you have other health issues, it really escalates things. But if you don't, there's even healthy people that have gone into severe problems, you know? So it's a scary, weird problem. Not disease, but a that people are some people aren't taken seriously, and that means it takes longer to go away. But hopefully. Alright, we're almost here. What does this place, NS Oil, need medical equipment for? Oh wait, it's this one up here that needs it. Thought that was suspicious. Can this steering turn all the way? It's not like this wheel here doesn't have as much rotation as some of the newer wheels. I mean, like, there's some wheels you can get, or some of the, you know, more expensive wheels you can get that are very, very lifelike. This one's only got a certain percentage of degrees though. Good evening, Call of Crafters. I hope you're doing well. Call of Crafters wasn't feeling well either the other day I saw. Hope you're doing much better. I'm on my antibiotics. And I've been improving. Engine code. Can you turn it for you? So that's the most to the left right there. You can see the wheel kind of there. So just to give you an idea, that's the top half. So I'm halfway on the wheels. This is where my hand is the halfway point of the wheel. And then this red mark is the center. So a little bit more than that would be 90 right here. Hey Axman. How's the road treating? Good. I just delivered some medical equipment. See what we got. More medical equipment from the looks of it. 80 grand. You like that? They'll just load me right up, and then I gotta go again. Doctor delivery today. Axman, welcome back. Unrealistic. Now keep in mind this one is an older wheel from 2005 is when this one released. And there is more. It tells you the degrees on the wheel as to what they have. So like for example the higher end Logitechs that are about $500 Canadian are, you know, a much higher degree than this one, but they're still not complete. You know, they're not like super rounded. And then there's the stuff like the Fanatec wheels that are, you know, $2,000 that really have a wide range, and then they have like, you're basically, you know, have an engine, your little motor you're attaching to the table, and then your wheel plugs into that. So, you know, depends on what degree. I mean, it adds immersion either way. Call of Crafters, thank you for liking. Felmeta, thank you for following. Much appreciated. But you know, this one is under you know, probably if you bought it now, it'd be, you'd buy it used and it'd be under $100. Can I send the link? You can just Google it. Just look up the wheel, because the prices here are different than the prices where you are anyway. But you know, because we pay duty on everything. Everything's more expensive. If I was an American, like, you know, Call of Crafters, if he bought a wheel, you know, he's paying a lot less than I am. You know, because he's in the States. Axming's in Canada. He would be paying the same as me, but I mean, you can invest a lot if you want to. But I would just do a search for, you know, if you want a PC wheel, PC steering wheel, just do a search. What's it like to live in Canada? Well, I like it. Nice. Sometimes the air hurts your face, but you know, it's a pretty nice looking country, nice and clean, everybody says. It's friendly-ish, you know, depending on where you are, I guess. Some places are probably more friendly than others, you know. And you know, I don't know, there's a lot of neat things, neat aspects to Canada, I guess. A lot of people mention the healthcare as a big bonus. But different parts of Canada are different. So I mean, you know, if you like big cities, you know, people go to Toronto or Vancouver. They're quite different atmospheres. Too many shootings and murders. I mean, that happens everywhere, but Canada's pretty peaceful overall, I think. You know, I just actually had a thing I was looking at the other day. I tweeted it, and it was talking about education. Canada's up there too for education. You know, I think it was like number 8 on the chart. So that's a big honor, you know. I think they tested all these students a couple years ago, but tested all the students in these different countries, and placing 8th is a pretty prestigious thing, I think. Canada does embrace I think multiculturalism too. They don't force you to you know, they encourage you to keep your culture kind of thing, and introduce it to others. You know, you gotta, of course, you learn, you know, stuff about Canada and stuff to pass the immigration exams and all that. But you know, if you want to celebrate a certain religion or whatever, it's all cool with everybody. Or, well, there's some bad apples everywhere, right? But you know, for the most part, people are pretty welcoming. Can you start a company in Canada? Yeah, you can start a company in Canada. The thing is that Canada is a hard country to immigrate to, because you know, you have to get so many points to be able to immigrate. So, you know, it's kind of a point system. So, you know, for example, if you're an economic immigrant, that's better for you than if you were, you know, say you're jobless and just looking to change countries, you know, because you wouldn't get a lot of points. But if you owned yourself a company and you know, you're gonna be probably employing a number of Canadians, that's a lot of points. You know, or if you have the prospect to do so. Because a lot of people, of course, do want to move to Canada. But, I mean, you know, it's one of those things, you know. If you qualify, then they'll look at you. You have an IT company, nice. Yeah, if you had an ability to bring a company over, I think that would gain some points, certainly. But it depends on the size of it. You know, like for example, if Bill Gates wanted to become a Canadian citizen, he probably wouldn't have a lot of problems. You know, because he'd definitely qualify as a economic immigrant. But if someone had a, like for example, a high school education and they had no job, you know, like they'd have a harder time getting in. If you are, you know, say you went to university in Canada and then you got hired by a Canadian company, that would definitely increase your odds versus, you know, somebody with, you know, that just decided they wanted to come to Canada. So it's tricky. Lots of little rules when it comes to immigrating to a country. As with most, you know, the States is also hard to immigrate to. But it does happen, you know, it depends on the application process, and the application process can take years. You know, there's a lot of people that actually, you know, even when they marry a Canadian, you know, they could still go through a couple years before they become a Canadian. And you know, they might be sitting in their home country for months and months and months and just visiting every now and then before they're actually able to get over it to become a permanent resident. If you want to move your business to Canada, people here just only changes. Oh, okay. You're afraid to expand your business. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. You know, I guess that's a perk. I'm not an immigration expert, but I mean, that's some points towards probably the thing. You know, if you're going to be employing Canadians, they like that. Melda, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Excuse me. So yeah, definitely. Only way to do it is start researching immigration. You know, like look at the actual rules, not from what I'm saying, because I really don't know much about it. I just know it's way harder than most people expect. So, and then you got to learn, you know, a lot of the stuff like what's a prime minister, and what's the premier, and what's this and that, and all these things that they ask you when you take that quiz. And there's some toughies in there, I tell you. So you got to kind of study a little bit too. I know somebody that was an American, and you know, he'd been studying for months to take his Canadian immigration exam. Mego, thank you for liking, much appreciated. And I'm not trying to deter you, I'm just trying to, you know, set the expectations appropriately, I guess. They'd also kind of see what kind of business you got too, and I guess the demand, and they'd know whether it'd be feasible too, right? But yeah, there's some pretty cool businesses that, you know, new Canadians have done. There's like one that had a giant baking factory. Reading about. Rush, thank you for liking, much appreciated. Maria, thank you for liking as well. Manol, thank you for following, much appreciated. Yeah, it sounds like you know, you might have a chance, so it'd be, you could always read about it. Do some Googling on the Canadian government website. Oh, we're taking a ferry right away, guys. Good thing, because our guy's tired. Barely made it around that fence. Looks like the ferry's in. We're just in time. Oh crap. Got something good there, eh? That damage us? Man, sometimes you go short. Gets you good. Good thing I didn't flip or something, eh? Now what am I stuck on? I didn't know what I'm stuck on. Definitely didn't go wide enough, eh? That'd be pretty cool, eh? That was wide enough that time. Pain in the butt. I think it'll be a while till they get to New York though, because they're still pretty deep in the States though. Embark. But I'd play it. These double trailers make it tricky, eh? William, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Scar, thank you for following earlier, of course, again. If you haven't followed yet, it'd be certainly appreciated. Exclamation notify if you want to be alerted. We got 600 kilometers to go. Unlock that differential. Making the money off of the medical vaccines and medical equipment and medical supplies. So far it's just been medical equipment today. Good thing I made that there. Look at how many trucks were waiting, eh? That turn. Alright, you guys, we're getting places. Fire Devil, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. I gotta make sure I don't get caught by the police now. They give me the biggest tickets. We're delivering medical supplies and medical equipment. Fire Devil. But we're getting good money. I got my own little double refrigerated trailer. And you know, what better to have when you have a hockey player on the side of your truck than a freezer trailer? You know, okay? There we go. We can't get caught. Kristen's watching us on the big screen too, so we don't want to get caught. Big old blue and reds flashing in the rearview mirror. Watching on the big screen. This is probably pretty rad on the screen though, I bet, this tunnel. I'd actually slide it over to my big screen, but for some reason, maybe I gotta get a better 4K cable or something. But for some reason, it doesn't play it in 4K on my 4K TV. So it only plays in the 4K on this TV, or on this monitor, I mean. Otherwise I'd be looking right here at it, you know. Probably a good thing in some ways, you know. I don't know. We're flying though. We're getting places that we need to be. There's a red convertible. Makes me think of a European Vacation. I see that. Not European. The first Vacation movie. Because they see the Clark Griswold is looking at the person driving. He's like, yeah. And then like, and then it's like they're driving there, and suddenly they disappear because some truck passed or something. You know, they weren't paying attention. Clark Griswold is a classic character. I watched the new Vacation. If God comes in and asks about remakes and reboots and stuff like that, that Vacation probably a good one to talk to him about, because that one's kind of it's still a sequel technically, but they're kind of almost they're kind of revisiting that first plot, you know. But you know, in Vacation, the new Vacation, they named it the same thing. Instead of Clark Griswold, it's Rusty, son. And then it's like Clark Griswold makes a cameo in it. And the mom too. I can't remember what her name is though. But they're trying to like almost reboot the series, but not a real reboot, you know? Like a handoff or something, you know? I don't know if there's a title for that kind of movie technique. Probably there is, eh? Star Wars did the same thing, I guess, in a way. You know, they kind of almost the new characters retold a very similar story in episode 7, and then you know, handed off from the old characters. Busy road tonight. Look at all these cars. Wow. Driving at midnight here. Been a concert let out. You guys seen any good concerts? Kristen, have you ever seen any good concerts? My favorite concert I went to was Faith No More, because Mike Patton's one of my favorite performers, and Faith No More is one of my favorite bands. But I've also seen AC/DC in their prime. I've seen Marilyn Manson. I've seen Weezer. I've seen Kiss. Tragically Hip. Canadian band, that last one. Tragically Hip had Arkells opening for them. They're a big band now. Alice Cooper I've seen. Alice Cooper opened for Rob Zombie when I watched him. Lamin, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. I think I watched Spirit of the West, but I was really drunk. Not 100% sure if that was them. Pretty sure it was. Spirit of the West is a Canadian band. I've seen some of Mike Patton's other bands too, Tomahawk and Peeping Tom. Pretty cool. Very different styles between those three bands. Tomahawk, Peeping Tom, and Faith No More. But the same singer. Yeah, we're gonna need probably to sleep one more time here. Hopefully we won't be late. You can call me anything, but don't call me late for dinner. Alright. Here we go, folks. Speeding a little bit. We should probably go to the speed limit, eh? Alright, we've got a right turn coming up. Wait, this is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be the finest right turn you ever did see. Look at that, eh? 10 points for style. Woo woo! I saw Offspring too, by the way. That was a good concert. And Foreigner. Although Foreigner was like when they're really way past, you know, I don't think there's any original band members in that one even. Alright, Emily or whatever has leveled up. Awesome. Justin, thank you for liking, much appreciated. Hope you're having a great weekend there. Fortunately, tomorrow is Monday. So I saw this thing on Philip DeFranco. I think it was on Philip DeFranco. Maybe it was somewhere else. I don't know. But I guess the Alaskan senator got banned from Alaskan Airlines for not wearing a mask because that's their rules. Put up quite a stink, I guess. And so they just banned her altogether because she wasn't being very nice to their employees. That's gotta suck because, you know, if you're an Alaskan senator, you gotta probably use that airline to get to, you know, some of the places you need to get to. So I guess you'll do a private charter now or something. One, thank you for liking, much appreciated. We're still okay for sleeping. I think I'll just go a little bit longer. Next one maybe. Usually your guy, you know, he starts yawning, then you'll find a gas station. eventually. All right. We are 330 kilometers away, but there's no way we'll make it without falling asleep, I don't think. Oh. Yeah, 2 hours, 38 minutes. If we can push another gas station still. All right, let's pass. And there's 8 zillion cars. Get over here. One 1,000. Two 1,000. Stay over here, I think, eh? Manage, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. You know, we gotta pass the cement truck. If we hit him, it'll be a solid hit. Scott, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. There we go. Free and in front. Good morning to Got. Early in the day, forgot. Monday already, probably. Well, most definitely. Monday. Mentioned your name earlier, Got. Saying that Vacation is kind of an interesting movie when you talk about remakes and reworks and stuff like that. Because there was an original Vacation movie with Clark Griswold in it. It's kind of a series, European Vacation, Christmas Vacation, stuff like that. And then they put out one that's Vacation not too long ago. But the guy, it's almost like a reboot. But it contains the original characters in it. So like there's a new guy playing Rusty. And but Clark Griswold is still Chevy Chase. Renata, thank you. Renante, thank you for following. Much appreciated. What Vacation? It's a movie called Vacation. So there was a Vacation back in the 80s, I think it was sometime, with Chevy Chase. And then there was a Vacation called European Vacation. And there's Christmas Vacation, and I think there's some other ones too, but It was about the Griswolds. And then there was one that was released just a few years ago called Vacation Again. So it's like a reboot. But it has a different actor as Rusty, kid, and he's a grown man. So they're kind of rebooting the series, but with him as the main character instead of Clark Griswold. But Clark does make a appearance. So he, Chevy Chase was in it briefly. His grandpa and grandma, right? And so they're like handing the torch off, much like Star Wars did in episode 7, 8, 9, right? Sort of handing off because they have the old characters, but really they're rebooting the series with the new characters. So I'd say that qualifies as a reboot. Whereas like Total Recall with another actor altogether instead of Ani, that's more of a remake, I think. Although I haven't seen that one to totally confirm that, but I don't think it'd be quite the same without Ani. I think they've also tried rebooting the Terminator in some ways too, because that last Terminator movie, like, they discarded everything that happened in Terminator 2. You think Mortal Kombat's a reboot? Is there connections to the old though? Oh, our guy's fading. Gonna have to find a gas station to sleep. Oh. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I think Mortal Kombat's a bit of a trickier situation though, because it's based on a video game story that's kind of in all sorts of universes and stuff like that. So it's kind of tough one. You could technically, just like Spider-Man, it sounds like they're kind of going to go with a multiverse theory. Technically, you can wind up connecting all of those together. And just say it's another dimension or another universe. And Marvel can do that now. Marvel can do that. They've done it in the comics a ton of times. Where you could have, just like that. Have you seen that movie, the cartoon one? I think it's called the Into the Spider-Verse or something. That has the multi-dimensional stuff. Yeah, that's one of the better Spider-Mans, actually. It's really good. The cartoon, but it's really good. They're gonna do something like that, I think, in the real movies coming up, I bet. Because they were talking about bringing some of the old Spider-Mans back. Miles Morales, yep. You're gonna wind up getting some fines here because there's no gas stations anywhere. We're closing in though. Check out where our gas stations are. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. We got lots of time left. He's nothing, eh? Got our garage here, though.
When you say that I'm far away, maybe it's you that doesn't come close to understanding. There's two sides of me.
Oops, I messed up my polls page a bit. In Captain America? Yeah, well, I think that's in the comics. There was multiple Captain Americas, right? You think they're dominating? Well, they have their good. If they do a good job with their role, all the power to them, right? If it's entertaining, that's what I like. They were talking about Idris Elba being the next James Bond, and I think he would be really awesome as James Bond. Oh, here we go. We got a gas station. Didn't see that one. Idris Elba, or Idris maybe? Idris. And Elba is the last name. That guy's a good actor, man. If they'll let me do this one here. There we go. We only got a few finds. He is, yep. And he's a really super good actor, too. He's got the skills to be James Bond. Can't imagine it, eh? Well, you might not have to imagine it if they give him the role. Then you'll be able to see it. There's some theories out there that James Bond is just a, like almost like a code name given. So maybe they'll explore that. You know, some people couldn't imagine. Who's the current guy's name? They couldn't imagine him doing it. Daniel Craig. You know, and even back in the day, some people, you know, who were big Sean Connery fans, you know, weren't particularly big Roger Moore fans, or George Lazenby, or, you know, Pierce Brosnan. There's so many different guys that have played James Bond. And, you know, if you think about it, the technology around James Bond changes. Now, if you go to watch Doctor Who, or not Doctor Who, Doctor No, you know, their computers are those giant 1950s computers or whatever. 1960s, you know, the giant tape decks or whatever the heck they are, the hard computers. You know, and then, you know, the gadgetry is different these days than those days, kind of thing. And they do connect them together in some ways, because in one of the recent Daniel Craig movies, he pulls out the old 1950s James Bond car. You know, the original one. So the technology does change a lot, but the James Bonds seem to be seem to change, or you know, the James Bonds have changed. Like, you know, Daniel Craig is a way more physical Bond. The Roger Moore was a more you know, intelligent Bond kind of thing, you know, where it wasn't so physical. So they all kind of have their own different traits too. So if you think of James Bond like a code word, that kind of works. You never know. You might really enjoy, if they pick him, you might really enjoy him as James Bond. We'll have to see how he does, you know. Yeah, I'm sure it's probably different. You know, you're not used to that, I guess. But I mean, if they do that theory of the code word, then that might work. Some people were getting really angry, actually, at this most recent James Bond that's coming out, because I guess there was somebody, a female, covering for 007. And you know, she was saying or there was an actress that was going to be playing as 007, like filling in for 007 is how they worded it. And people were really angry and weirded out from hearing that, but really what the story is that part of the plot involves James Bond stepping back, you know, like Daniel Craig stepping back and her doing some of 007 stuff, you know, while he was stepping back. And because he was still in the movie as James Bond 007, but he was using the 007 number for some reason. You think you're discriminating? Well, I mean, if you know, I don't think their color matters as far as it goes, right? There's plenty of British secret agents that are probably black, I'm sure. Kind of neat to see something different, right? New actor, new take on James Bond. So I think it'd be kind of cool. That's right, yeah. More about the quality. If they're entertaining you, like that actor's doing a superb job, you know, that's the main thing. If they do a terrible job, you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, you know, anybody can do a terrible job, but if you know, they keep you entertained, that's the big thing, I think. Let's bring medical equipment over here now. I'm good at driving. Well, thank you, George. Hard to see. Well, you know, if they can explain it, or you know, they don't really need to explain it, but you know, if it works well with the story and the actor does a good job, that's the main thing, right? Let's go over here. How you doing, George? You can't imagine it. Well, you know, we'll see if that ever happens. We'll see what happens, right? I mean, a lot of times these characters were a certain color because that's how things were back when, you know, back in the day, you know, like they just, you know, they're written by people that, you know, just made them, you know, that color, but it just happened to be that was what was in at the time, right? Or something, I don't know. You know, there's a lot of black actors didn't have the opportunities to get lead roles at one point in Hollywood, you know? So it's awesome that they're given their chance. You're fine, that's awesome to hear. Where are you at in the world, George? So I think the main thing we should worry about is if they do a good job, then awesome. And we're gonna see more of them like that. That was it Michael B. Jordan? He's a really good actor. He's the guy that was the villain in Black Panther. I'd like to see a lot more of him. He seemed to do a super job. I've seen him in a couple movies I really enjoyed. By the way, if you guys are new, don't forget to follow. It would be super awesome if you did that. If you can, hit like, hit share, that kind of stuff as well. You know, tag a friend, whatever. Help get that word out. Do I speak Philippines? No, I'm afraid I don't. I only speak English. I did learn a tiny bit of French and German in school, but I wouldn't say I'm fluent in those either. But I'm afraid that's the extent of my languages. Gonna clear that? Good. Yeah, you guys, don't forget to hit that follow. Tom Clancy, yeah, I'm thinking about watching that soon. So don't spoil it if you watch it. Hopefully it's good though. I saw that's on Amazon. Yeah, he's a good actor. I imagine he'll do pretty good in that movie. But yeah, as far as I like movies though, I mean, I think all movies have an opportunity to be entertaining. So if they do a super job, that's what makes it really good, eh? You know, like anybody who, you know, they really put their work in, you know, you can tell, you know, if somebody's calling it in or phoning it in. He's good, not good looking. I don't know. Seems like that as far as it goes, I'm sure plenty of people probably find him good looking. Depends on your tastes, right? Everybody has different tastes. I want to see oh, and I don't think being good looking is a thing that necessarily has to qualify you for being a movie star either. You know, like there's some funny looking guys out there like Steve Buscemi. You know, he's a kind of an odd-looking fellow, but he was really great in almost every role I've seen him play. So it's like, you know it's Steve Buscemi. You know, I don't know if you know who he is, but he he was actually a firefighter as well. He actually responded in 9/11 in New York there when that happened. You know that? Like, he was an award-winning actor, and he still was in the in the response teams. Like, he was down there at Ground Zero. Steve Buscemi? He was in some Adam Sandler movies. He was in a lot of different things. He was Crazy Eyes in one of them. I don't know, you have to look him up. Buscemi, I think. Mostly in comedies, but he's really good. Which film? Oh, I don't know. He's in all sorts of different movies. He's got an IMDb entry a mile long. But he's an odd-looking dude, though. John Malkovich is kind of like that too. He's in a pile of movies. I don't know if he's considered weird-looking or anything, but oh crap! I must have clipped somebody. I like that movie. There's one called Being John Malkovich. That was a kind of a cool movie. You know, it was like John Malkovich was in it, and the movie's called Being John Malkovich. And these guys are like seeing the world from his eyes, kind of thing. It's really kind of a interesting show. I don't remember John Malkovich being in Die Hard. He must have been a minor role, though, if he was. Uh-oh. Looks like we're gonna have some troubles here. Pull the double trailer past this truck. Hopefully we don't clip the truck. Gonna have to go around this guy. There's no oncoming traffic. There we go. Being John Malkovich. That's not Steve Buscemi, but that's an interesting movie, though. There's no way he's in Die Hard. Well, I don't know. Like, you know, I don't have access to look things up. I don't remember him being in Die Hard, but you know, sometimes cameos could be in there, you know, or something. You got your movies mixed up. You know, Sean, what's Steve Buscemi's? What's a good Steve Buscemi movie? Are you familiar with him, maybe? Anyway, I thought it was really cool that the guy, you know, an actor, he didn't need to probably jump into his firefighters outfits and join in, but he still did, so that was pretty cool. Like an interesting story. There we go. We're almost there. This medical equipment got in there fast, eh? Reservoir Dogs, that's right. Yeah, he was in... Yeah. Reservoir Dogs, because he was Mr. Pink or something, wasn't he? That was a good show, too, Reservoir Dogs. Have you seen Reservoir Dogs, Got? Gotta catch up on your Tarantino if you haven't. Have you seen Pulp Fiction, Got? Because you should watch Reservoir Dogs and then you should watch Pulp Fiction. That would be a super movie combo. Oh crap, red light? That was means though. Although you might find Pulp Fiction to be confusing. Because it's kind of one of those, it jumps around in time. You know, like it's not presented in order. But it's like a super good movie. It's what made Quentin Tarantino big. Reservoir Dogs was good, but I think Pulp Fiction is what actually made his career. Oh yeah, you've seen it? Reservoir Dogs is more understandable. Excuse me. Here's my water. Oh, tickle still, you know. You'll have to watch it. It's better to watch it first. Excellent! Ah, we're making the dough, guys. If these guys have any more offers here nearby, medical equipment. That, another one. Right back almost. I think we went from down here before though. The last time you watched Pulp Fiction, you don't get it? Yeah, well I think it's one of those movies that takes a couple watches. Look at that. We'll get to this right away. We go left. Here we go out middle-ish. Well, you saw Pulp Fiction. What did you think the story was? It's a pay attention kind of movie. I don't think you can. I don't think you can watch that one too casually. Did you watch Kill Bill? Oh crap. Oh well, we're out and away now. Gotta transport that medical equipment. They're talking about him potentially finishing off the Kill Bill trilogy, you know? Because he's only supposed to do one more movie or something. It'll take the story of the, you know, remember how he killed that one person in front of her kid, basically? And then said, one day you'll get revenge on me. I guess that the third one would be that girl's story as an adult. So she'll be seeking revenge on the other character. Although the only thing is that since that announcement, I think Quentin Tarantino and the actress that played Uma Thurman, the actress that played the Black Mamba, I think they had a falling out. So they might not want to work together. How about Pulp Fiction? What do you mean? They're not going to make a sequel to that one. It'll either be something different or... or it'll be that one. Can I give you a synopsis? No way, man. You gotta watch the movie. If you didn't understand it, watch it again. I just like saying the movies are good and tell you to watch them. Did you watch Inglorious? Did you like that one? You hate watching again and again? Well, you just might find certain movies aren't for you, I guess. Because they're kind of tricky, because that one's way out of order. You know, the hitman there, and that movie really helped boost John Travolta's career back up, though. He kind of got into a slump there. Bruce Willis is in that one. Just a bunch of different stories together, really. Nordine, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Not yet? You haven't watched it? You think Inglorious or boring? Like Nazi hunters, though. I did not see that coming. I think an action flick like that would be up your alley if you like Kill Bill. That one guy that was the main bad guy, he was really good. Michael Fassbender, he was really good in that movie. at this guy, looks like Iron Giant in front of me. Alright, what do we got here? Half. Better not. Thank you for liking, much appreciated. Oh. Oh, smash. I was looking at that for a second. Trying to hit me. What's going on over here, eh? Big old accident. I don't know if boring's the right word that you're meaning to use, because there's some things you've referred to as boring, and you know, I don't know if boring is the right word. Nika, thank you for following, because you said parts of Black Mirror, like shows of Black Mirror, were boring, but maybe you're using the wrong word there, because boring means like, you know, it's like puts you to sleep. You know, it's like not interesting, you know, like, or I don't know, like, is that what you mean? Because I don't think, or do you just mean that the movie, oops, crap, I missed the turn. How bad off are we? Can't see crap either. Now we might be able to cut across now. Oops. Because I mean, that movie was pretty action-packed. I mean, there's some talking scenes at the beginning, but I'm just wondering if you're actually using the right word there. If you mean boring or you mean something else, maybe. Because it does have a slow cook at the beginning, like it kind of builds up a little bit. But I mean, that movie's pretty well written. You know, it's like they've done a good job with it. I mean, it's not non-stop action like Rambo or something like that, but have to get the truck repaired, eh? Bill, thank you for following, much appreciated. Oh, you mean a lot of talking than action? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's the thing, you know, if you find the talking to be a bit slow, then you know, some of those movies, you know, they kind of have that intricate cooking up, I guess. But it actually does do a good pace at, you know, like throughout that movie. There's a little bit of talking to build tension, and actually that tension makes it interesting, which is why boring seemed like a funny word for that. because, you know, for example, the guy's interrogating somebody in the room while there's people hiding under the floor, and then you're kind of worried that they're going to catch the people under the floor. You know, they're kind of building that tension up, and you know, if they just went right to the action, that wouldn't work. You know, it's actually more effective the way they do that, because, you know, it makes you more and more worried that, you know, it's going to get caught in that one particular scene. And I think that's the leading in scene, which I could see if you just watched that part and then you gave up. You might think the movie is a little bit slow, you know. But I mean, that movie gets pretty crazy towards the end. Where we gotta go in here? I'm gonna too close in here. Where do they want it? We could try. Athakayala, thank you for following. Much appreciated. But yeah, sometimes you gotta kind of stick to it. Actually, maybe I'll just stuck on a pole. There we go. What else they got? Anything good? Oh, medical stuff. Oh, crap. Am I facing the exit? Oh, good. Okay. How tired is my guy? Half, and there's a spot just to the left, it looks like. Well, we could go buy that garage on the right. Well, we'll get repairs then. Yeah, did you like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Or did you find that one too slow as well? I'd say slow is the more appropriate word that you're looking for when you describe the things that you've said boring. But, so it's, oh crap. There's a fire truck there and I didn't even see him. Because that's another interesting Quentin Tarantino movie. That one's got a little bit of a slow burn too. But, I mean, that one gets pretty intense at the end as well. You find it boring too? Slow is the word. You should try to use the word slow there, because, you know, I'll interpret you a little easier. There's some really tension moments in that too, though. Like, you know, because you're dealing with like Charles Manson and stuff like that. Oh, I see. This like it lets you repair the trailer and the truck there. Didn't realize it did that before. Turn the trailer around first. And we'll drop the trailer and we'll go sleep. Oh, we can just do that right here. Perfect. I got the trailer kind of squared out by accident. Come on, go forward. All right. What kind of jobs are out there? Oh, medical jobs at all. Wow, crap, eh? Trees, grapes. Wow, crap. Well, that's not bad, $75 a kilometer, but $60 a kilometer. How far is that anyway? Oh, it's way up there, eh? Grapes, that's only $40 a kilometer. Going. That's just a short trip too, eh? Caviar going up there. The grapes. Goat cheese. I think I'll just worry about this in a bit here. I'm gonna buy more garages and stuff because that's what I do. Maybe we'll buy Norway here. Yes. Kobe, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Look at that. We're going to have all the garages in Norway here. Still have $1 million. Get Aberdeen as well. There, we'll buy some trucks. What do you think, Colby? It's the local truck here at DAF. Norway's DAF. Okay, well, we'll do DAF, I guess. Arvin, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Truck looks awesome. Stars for star. Much appreciated. Okay, we'll do these. Fill these ones up. Bergen. Scavenger, thank you so much for the stars. Purchase. All the Norway trucks. And you know what we gotta do since Aberdeen's backwards. Oh. So standard UK. Purchase that one. There we go. And I mean, technically we could even hire more drivers, but let's recruit 4 drivers. You guys have any suggestions for drivers? Feel free to write their name down. Maybe Joseph might be good, eh? Guy looks like the guy from The Office. Jim. Would I be your jelly? The jelly of my peanut butter? Peanut butter and jelly time, peanut butter and jelly time. Hey, there's mustache guy. Wanted that guy before. Alright, Lawrence. You're hired. You got recommended by Gott. You look like Aberdeen would be a good place for you, so let's put you up there. Sounds weird. That mustache that Scott asked for that guy last time, but he wasn't available for hire time. All right, who do we want here next? Was it Joseph was good? Here, we'll hire Joseph. Looks like Lanny McDonald. I got Lanny McDonald to sign my NHL 94 copy. And he had a big mustache like that too. Famous for his mustache. I saw a female that was pretty good. Remember what her name was though. Excuse me. Excuse me again. All right, Adam. This one looks good. It's always in threes, darn it. I think it was her. Did the road thing and the important deliveries. How about lady truck driver? Well, there we go. Stella is a lady truck driver. And then here we go. There. 4 more added to my empire. 180. Can I hire another one still? Get all the ports. There we go. Gotham. Buy another truck though. There, wow. Lots of Evenkos. Let's get a Mercedes. I don't have any Mercedes yet, so now we do. And then we got to recruit again. One more. Maybe Gary O. Oh, I already got somebody with that skill set there. A black driver. Do you have a preference? Which one? A couple available right now. You can do hazardous, non-flammables, and explosives. Quentin, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Idris, thank you for following. Much appreciated. They're talented. Give them a chance. I'm just checking out what the stats are. Reese has the important ones in gas and the timing ones. Maybe we'll go with Reese. Where was that? Right here, wasn't it? Gothenburg? In the end, we're gonna hire every driver. That's the thing. Every single driver is going to be part of my company because we're expanding operations. We're gonna own the whole map. You know, every one of those garages needs somebody to drive. And I think that'll just, everybody who's a truck driver will have a job in the end. So, and then we'll train them up and they'll be all be great. Right now we have 67. Train them up at long distance to start. That's our goal though, got. Once I've filled every garage up, man, I'm gonna be making millions of dollars a minute. This guy's already full on long distance, so change that. This guy's balanced, so that's fine. Long distance. Close enough to full, so we can balance that. Guy already balanced. Well, my driver is my guy. But these are all my staff. Making sure everybody's balanced here. Balance, balance, balance. I think everybody's balanced now. Paul, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Bet you can't name them out yourself, eh? Why do you check out the stats? I want to see how progressed they are. Because the more they fill these bars up, the more money they make when they do a run. The more money they make, the more money I make. And can't you just anyone you like by their faces? Well, the thing is that certain things will make more money, right? So long distance is why I train them in long distance. And then, you know, so there's probably better starting skills than others to make money sooner. You know, for example, if they have no skills in this bar, then they can't haul explosives until they get that. And if they have no that one, they can't haul that. Corrosives, I guess. Flammables, whatever. You know, eventually they'll get all of these things, and then at this level they'll be able to haul stuff like vaccines and all that. This stat isn't that important. This is fragile cargo, so you know, if you want to haul stuff that's fragile, it's good to have skills there. Important cargo, I think, and timely cargo. So these ones are some of my earlier hires. They have the most skills. And you can see that she's already advanced to this high on that one and 4 on all of them. So I'm not sure what order it goes in though. Beard Aussie, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. This is my character that I picked. So I got all the skills. So I can haul anything. But you can see I make $57,000 a day on average here. It looks like they're $8,000 a day. So we're tuned right up, and all the garages are right here, and you can see if they're operating to capacity. London is 67%. Oh, I didn't put anybody in Aberdeen yet? Oh, I think I did. I put that guy with the big mustache there. Clint, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Paul, thank you for liking as well. Yeah, those are just the new garages I just bought, I guess. So I just spent about another $1 million buying trucks and garages. So I bought 4 garages there. And then if you look on the map, this is all the area I've explored. The yellow and the gray places I haven't been to yet. Or I haven't entered the city. Maybe I drove right around it. Or the gray roads I haven't gone on. That's coastline right there, so. But this road here I haven't been on. Example. I haven't actually been in England that much, eh? 46% of the world explored. There we go, eh? Then this is my truck. And you know, another thing I can buy lots of is I can buy more trailers in the end, you know, and then they use them. The NPCs use them too if I let them. Maybe they get more money, I don't know. It looks like they're using it 79%. So there we go, guys. I gotta work tomorrow though, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to call her a night. That looks like a good spot to call her a night. If you enjoy what you see, make sure you hit that follow button. And even if you're watching the video after the fact, liking and sharing still helps a ton. Don't forget to check the YouTube. The links are in the video description. I try to put down clips of stuff that's going on. Let's review the poll, guys. So pretty much what I expected. Coca-Cola won 59%. 18% for Mountain Dew, 14% for Cherry, and 9% for Dr. Pepper. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you for following. Much appreciated. Just got here. Uh-oh. Yeah, I gotta sleep, otherwise, it's hard to work when you're tired. Plus I'm still, trying to get as healthy as I can. So, the more sleep the better. Thank you everybody who shared, with their communities or their timeline or whatever, for sharing the stream, or dropping off your viewers here, for those that did that. And for the stars earlier, thank you so much for the stars from Kobe, and anybody who liked and hung out and watched or whatever, right? But I'm here. I stream at 7 o'clock Pacific time every day. Variety streamer, so most likely tomorrow it'll be more Euro Truck, but you can say hi no matter what game I'm playing, and we'll hopefully see you again in the near future. So thank you so much, and I hope everybody has a great night, and see you again soon.